Joe, you heard the news that our news director, Bolonial, was delivering. And the update that President Trump announcing a ceasefire in the war between Iran and Israel. The president says the ceasefire will start in about 6 hours, which gives both of them time to wind down their current missions. If you were a soldier in a war and you knew a ceasefire was imminent, would you want to finish your current mission or just try to end all the bloodshed immediately?
Oh, man.
Okay, guys, we're gonna stop warring, but I still got 6 hours to bomb this village.
Well, Chris, I bumped into our boy Pablo as he was headed out today, and I was still here. And Pablo said that he was talking to some of his family members about me, and he said, Joe, they asked about you. They wanted to know if you're as soft as you seem on the air. and I said, yeah, you told him that I'm totally authentic. What I am on the air is what I am off the air. He's like, yeah, I told him you were every bit as soft as you seem on the air. I was like, good, I guess. So if I was called into a war, no, I wouldn't want to finish the current mission. I would be thinking this is an opportunity for me, A, to save myself. B, if a ceasefire's coming, it seems like something's been agreed to. So what's the need for more bloodshed at this point? Now, I know a lot of dudes out there go, oh, it's war. It's a chance for me to flex my muscle and show how awesome I am. But if there's a ceasefire, my attitude is, cool, we can stand down.
We can cease fire, right? We can start now.
Yeah, now if that makes me wussy, cool. Okay.
Do you think that this that the peace is going to hold?
I think the better question would be, how long will the peace hold for? Because as we've seen in the Middle East, I mean, Israel and Palestine, they've been going at it for thousands of years. Yeah. Other countries in the Middle East constantly are unhappy with each other. It's not just Israel against someone else. It's, Sunnis, Shias, Kurds. They're all upset, all in the name of religion. So the peace will hold. For how long, though? Specifically between Israel and Iran, I'll say 6 months to a year.
Okay.
What do you think on that?
I think it will hold long enough for Iran to finish their nuclear program in secret.
Wow. Well, then
that's what I think.
Then that will be very nasty after that.
I think they're trying to buy themselves some time.
Okay.
That's what I think is going on. All right.
All righty. Big left turn here then. Musical performer Post Malone. This has nothing to do with Iran and Israel. Post Malone made his way to the Valley for a concert over the weekend in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The concert didn't go off without a hitch, though. The singer fell off the stage during his performance, Chris. So I need to know, I mean, you've been on the air for a couple decades. What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you at work?
Well, I told you about the whole trying to shake hands with Jose Feliciano in front of a crowd. That was at work.
Yeah.
I was doing an interview one time with a congressman, and we were at a remote location. Well, I was working here. I was in Prescott at the time, and I was at the rodeo. And as I'm talking to him, he's there, and it was a very cordial conversation. Thanks for coming out here. What does your family enjoy the most about this? What do you look forward to in the coming session? This kind of, really, really, really softball questions.
Yeah, kind of generic stuff.
Totally. As I'm talking to him, my nose starts bleeding. Just starts like gushing blood, right?
It's a good look.
So he's talking, and he doesn't acknowledge it on the air at all. And I reach and I just grab a napkin and I stuff it. I make a little paper towel football basically, and I shove it up my nose and I stop that. And then I ask him the next question. Then I swap it out and I change. So I had this full-on nosebleed, and nobody was ever the wiser. It was a little embarrassing, and we got done with it. And he said that was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. He says, you didn't miss a beat.
You should have told him, hey, man, couldn't you have, fake punched me so at least it seemed like there was a reason for the blood? You couldn't have helped me out?
I mean, we're at the rodeo. He could have at least had, a bull kick me or something.
Yeah.
Right? Told the story, but no. Yeah, that's probably the most... It wasn't even all that embarrassing. It was just kind of funny. Otherwise, embarrassing things happen to me. I hate when I get facts wrong. Unfortunately, this is one of the things that you're really good at is when I misspeak, you'll kind of jump in and you'll go, wait a minute, you mean You mean, this.
Dude, I think we do
Whatever it
that
is.
for each other. I think it's human. Like, that's one of the
Yeah.
most annoying things to me about the job too is I love everyone in our audience dearly, but sometimes if you get one thing wrong, it could be you misspoke. It could mean it was true before you went on the air and then the facts changed. And sometimes you get something wrong and people just will never forgive you for it. And it's like, hey, mistakes happen. Just correcting it. It's simple.
Yeah.
We both have each other's backs. That's what we do.
Yeah. But I hate it when I screw up.
Yeah.
I hate it when I make those mistakes. So
Maybe that's why I love
that's
to
embarrassing.
punish you and call you out on it so that I feel like I've
Well,
got
that's
one
fine.
over on you.
I'll tell you what, I would rather be embarrassed in the moment than go to break and realize I was wrong.
Nah.
That's the truth. All right, one more. Last week, the country celebrated Juneteenth. Held
Yes.
on June 19th every year, commemorates the end of slavery in the United States. On this year's Juneteenth, President Trump put out a TruthSocial post saying, "Too many non-working holidays in America. It's costing our country billions of dollars to keep all these businesses closed." The president said that the frequency of holidays must change and that workers didn't want them. Does the president have a point? Do you have too many days off?
No.
And if so, which holiday would you like to work?
I think you and I've worked 3 of them this year already. I mean, I ended up working Martin Luther King Day. I worked President's Day.
Yeah.
And I worked Juneteenth.
Yeah.
And I think you worked 2 of those, right?
Yeah, I took Juneteenth off.
Well, that was the honorable thing to do. By
I
you.
packed my vacation around it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think we have. It's not like we get one every week or every other week. I don't think we have too many federal holidays. I have not heard one person amongst the masses who I encounter at KTAR or anywhere else say, you know what? Too many of these federal holidays. I really want to show up and work. No, the president does not have a point. But which holiday would I like to work?
Yeah.
Of
Probably
all-
Martin Luther King Day
Of
or
all the-
Juneteenth,
Of
right?
all the ones that we get off?
Yeah, those are the ones you just don't care about.
I care about all of them. And if I give you an answer now, you're going to make me out to be like a total jerk.
Yep.
No.
I'm glad you understand my game.
Yeah, I do totally understand your game here. I would say, dude, for years I used to have to work Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Oh,
So,
same.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just how you kind of come up in the business. So,
Yeah.
which holiday would you like to work?
You know, it is funny the president said that, but what if we were to say, okay, let's make President's Day not a federal holiday anymore? You'd be like, wait a minute, that wasn't what I was thinking of.
Now, I would have to say Juneteenth this year because you didn't work it. So it again gives me something over you where I can say I'm harder working and better than you.
Oh, well,
I'm
I
a
just
man
care
of
about the black community, so that's fine that you
No. I'm a man
That's
of the
fine.
people, and I am here to report on what's going
Wow.
on for
Okay.
everybody, whereas you phoned it in.
Wow. Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
I care about all members of the community, regardless of race. But I get it.
I
For you,
understand.
it doesn't matter.
Thanks for watching The Chris and Joe Show. Click to see more from Chris and Joe and tap the button in the middle to subscribe to KTAR News.